be a good time for those? I'm not sure. This is 76225 and 76226. We don't know anything about them. We don't know the theme, but it could be a good opportunity for us to get some throwback Toby sets. If that were to happen, what sets would you want to see? The train battle is one that I think would be a really, really good one. It's such an iconic scene from the Toby trilogy, and it really lends itself well to a LEGO set with lots of play features. So I'd love to see a remaster of this. And the final set to cover is 76231 with 268 pieces coming out in September. Now, the only thing that really is a glaring omission here is the collectible minifigure series, which would have a completely different number set, so, that's why it's not covered in this video, as well as the Advent calendar. So by omission, I'm going to have to guess that this last set of the year would be the Advent calendar, because that's kind of the way things panned out in 2021. The Marvel Advent calendar sold super well, and we do have the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special on the way, which could lend itself very well to an Advent calendar of its own. Now, as we bring this video to a close, I have to point out that there are no 10th anniversary sets. LEGO Marvel debuted in 2012 with the first Avengers movie, and it's honestly pretty mind-blowing to me that they would just gloss over this. It could be that one of these sets that's just like a single unknown set could be something like the Circle Shot, something commemorative of that first movie. We all know and love that scene. So maybe it could be something like that, but even then, I don't know which set of this it would be. Could it be a Comic-Con exclusive set? That would be so disappointing because we've all been fans for 10 years now, and, it just really needs to be honored, and I would be really disappointed if we get to the end of the year without any mention or reference for the 10th anniversary for LEGO Marvel. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think. There's a lot that we covered here, and there's still a lot of speculation to be had. So as mentioned, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of my speculation, what you think could be on the way, and be sure to hit
My daughter's been using this app, Summon Piano, and she's made so much progress.
Seriously, are you making another sponsored post?
Honey, I am trying to get a partnership here.
Mom, you have 24 followers. Stop trying to be an influencer.
Alex has been using the app for 3 minutes, and she already knows how to play Turkish March.
It's been 3 months, Mom.
That's not impressive enough to get us a deal.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, this is not Rebel Tech Spider-Man. Because this is not Spider-Man. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star1 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Rathfuss, and this is Spider-Man 2. This is Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Yes, this is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, right? Great. I think so. I think, no, that's him shooting.
Okay,
what did you think that was?
Something killed off the box.
No. Those are his movies. That's right. You heard me right. This is a fake. This is a clone. This is a knockoff of the sci-fi Rebel Tech Spider-Man. And a lot of people have been requesting. Yes, this is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. This is actually from Spider-Man 3.
I have to admit, this is actually a nice box.
Yeah, I have to agree. This is a really nice box, considering that it is a fake. So let's open it up. It is being, of course. This comes from AliExpress. It comes from China, and they just pack it in the worst way possible to save money on shipping. They put it in a box. No, they wrap it in like Saran wrap, and then they put a label on it, and that's it. There is? There's Velcro? Well, look at that. You know what? I'm going to take that for later just in case this figure is terrible. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, we're going to open this up. We're going to see if it's worth your money. I got this for $20 on AliExpress. This is a viewer request. Now, when I look at this Spider-Man figure, I think it is trying to mimic one of the best Spider-Man action figures of all time, which is the Toy Biz Spider-Man 2 action figure with articulated fingers. I've had this figure since 2003. 4? Somewhere around there. I've had this figure for a very long time. Then when I saw this figure, I was like, wow, they're really trying their best to make a premium figure. But let's look at this figure. Whoa. Is he?
Is his neck a little short?
No, he's just a really small figure.
Or is he just meant to be looking down? This actually reminds me of a Spider-Man I got in a Happy Meal as a child.
What the? There's no way the real one is that small. Maybe it is. Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Okay, Janelle, you do your research while I go over the paint detail of this figure. Remember, this is the Rebel Tech Sci-Fi Spider-Man. See how tall he's standing. Anyway, let's look at this in terms of paint and detail. What we have here is actually quite a nice red and blue that we got going on here. It looks like that we got the webbing inside of the suit. Those are nicely detailed. Actually, you can feel the web popping out as it should. And if we're going to look at the Spider-Man 2 suit, you can actually feel that too. So they definitely got that down. It's just that this figure is really small. I honestly thought he would be much bigger from the pictures and everything else that I've seen. But yeah, this figure does not look like it's the real deal at all. I don't know. Like I said, Janelle's doing the research right now. I'm just going to look at paint and detail on what I see here. But so far, for a smaller scale Spider-Man figure for about $15, I'd have to say it's not awful. But I think one big negative is definitely this neck. This neck is just way too wide. This is like super wide neck. This is like that one meme guy who has a really big neck. Yeah, he looks like that guy. Too big. That neck is not doing it for me, and it kind of kills this figure just by looking at
I
it.
can accept this if I put him up on the edge of something and he's like crouched and looking down. You won't notice.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's just because of the size of the neck. It looks like also the joint is not there. Maybe it's just, yeah, it's a clicky joint. So therefore, it's just super tight. And also, it's kind of leaning more to the left there, or my right, and that just does not look good. Maybe it's because that's not where it should be. Maybe if we do it like that. Oh, now it looks even weirder, in my opinion. Yikes, paint detail is just so-so. I mean, it looks good for a little tiny Spider-Man figure, but it doesn't look good for an actual, like, high-end Rebel Tech figure. But we're going to figure that out
let's figure out if he decides Janelle looks like she's got her research ready to go. This guy's standing at 5¼ inches. How tall is the real one, Janelle?
16 centimeters, I think.
Okay, she's going to convert 16 centimeters. Let's compare him to other action figures. And I'm going to tell you right now, this guy is not going to scale well with anybody. And let's look here at the Toy Biz.
6.3 inches.
Wow. You heard Janelle, 6.3 inches. This is not correct scale. Therefore, I am automatically discounting this as the not a good knockoff. But you know what? If you want, like I said, if you just want a short, small Spider-Man figure, it's not awful. Anyway, here's the Toy Biz Spider-Man. Like I said, I have 2 of them actually. And yeah, definitely not there. Here's a modern Marvel Legends. This is Gambit. As you can see. Yeah, these 2 don't belong together. Look at that. This is weird. Even SH Figure Arts, we got Vanilla Coke Iron Man. No. Let's look at articulation. Got up and down here at the toe, which, again, toe articulation is not happening on these clones. I don't know why. Those are just too tight. Got up and down there at the ankle. You got an exposed knee joint right there. You got a thigh swivel, ball joint there, ball joint there at the top of the thigh. You got 2 at the midsection. Everything is clicky. Everything's tight, which I guess that's a positive. And we have shoulder joints there. You got elbow joint right there, ball and peg there, and 2 at the neck, looking to be a little bit under 20 points of articulation, actually. Yeah, he's definitely not as articulated as Super Toy Biz Spider-Man as I thought he would be. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Now, let's look at accessories here. And now we'll start passing the accessories. We got webbing here, which probably shoots out of the hands. We got that same webbing from the box there that she was pointing out. We got how many hands? Extra hands?
Ooh, 5.
Okay, that's okay. You don't have to show them. 6 hands? 6 extra hands? 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, one of them fell out of the package.
That's okay. So these are the extra hands that we have here, which we will look at the end of the day. We have a label.
For his desk job.
Okay, so this is for his desk job. This is for that Spider-Man meme where he's at the desk.
We have a handy
There you go.
department.
There you go. I'm about to make this a meme right now. There you go. When you have a desk job and you don't like it. And right here we have this. So this is for him climbing, I guess. You can have something like this, like that. I don't know. I would honestly put this with this guy. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. You could probably have the Toy Biz Spider-Man perched up like so, something like that, and that looks pretty cool right there. So there's all kinds of little pieces. It looks like these will go on the hands, so you could stick them here into the wall, which we will also look at later on in the video, probably at the end of the video when I'm doing the highlight reel. So let's get this guy back into frame. Oh, as his head falls off. Is this figure worth it? Janelle? $15? You're expecting the real deal? No.
You want to remember the one that came in your Happy Meal once upon a time in the 90s when they actually gave good toys? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. As a Rebel Tech, no.
If you're posing it from like up high and he's crouching and looking down at you, I really don't think that it would be an issue.
Yes.
My issue that I'm seeing here in the actual Rebel Tech description is that the actual Rebel Tech will stick to a vertical surface.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how they managed to do that.
Magnets?
The description doesn't really say where I'm looking, so if somebody else wants to, elaborate on that in the comments down below, that would
Yeah,
be great.
tell us how the real one is if you have the real one. Because if you don't have the real one, you have this fake one, which is way too small and doesn't fit with any of your action figures. The only thing you can do is probably get a desk so you can get that Spider-Man meme going on right there. I think that's really all he's good for. Yeah, this does not fit with anything in my collection. I don't collect anything under the 112 scale, so yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
unfortunate.
it even comes with interchangeable eyes on the legit.
Does this one not come with interchangeable eyes?
There
Nope.
are no extra eyeballs in
Nope.
the box.
No extra eyeballs. So yeah, this is truly a bootleg. Like, they put it in the real deal box and you don't get the real
So to
deal.
be honest, if you're looking for a legitimate Spider-Man that sticks to vertical surfaces, has the interchangeable eyes, and can do the whole 9 yards, it might be worth it to invest the $89 on Amazon.
Whoa, he's going for $89. Wow, that's really expensive. Another alternative, if you guys want to clone, you know who else sticks to stuff is the Mayfex clone Spider-Man, comic Spider-Man. That one came in magnets. So that one, even though that one is scaled smaller, in my opinion, that would be a better choice. If you want a solid Spider-Man figure, a premium Spider-Man figure clone, that one would be much better than this one. This one's just way too small, especially if you've been if you have been collecting 112 scale figures. No, this one is not going to fit at all. Therefore, I do not recommend this one. But you know what? If you like to collect smaller figures, who am I to judge you? It's your money. You can do whatever you want. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for being with us on this journey on This Is Not Week. Also, we're probably at 30,000 subscribers right now. This is not the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man homemade suit version from Spider-Man Homecoming. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Stars01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Oraculus, and today we'll be looking at a clone, a knockoff, a bootleg, whatever you want to call it. This is not the real deal of the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man homemade suit version from Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, this thing goes for about $20 on eBay, which is quite a bargain considering that the real one, especially the one with a wall, is about $80, and I think the one that doesn't come with a wall is around $50. This is a fraction of the cost, and of course, I had to buy it because I really wanted it. And I don't have the real thing, but I do have the real thing of the regular suit Spider-Man, and we'll be doing some comparisons with other figures and with that one as well. So enough of me talking, let's open him up and let's see how he is. Pretty excited about this one. Now, just a little disclaimer about SH Figure Arts clones, I actually don't like them. I try to avoid them as much as possible unless I really want one, so obviously I really want this one, so I bought it. And if it's loose or messed up, I wouldn't be really too mad. So, wow. So far, he looks like the real deal. Let's look for some defects. Now, oh man, I already see a problem. Now, we have one leg that is decently tight, and we have one that is not so tight. I wouldn't say this is super loose, but that's not this tight. This one feels, this leg right here, feels like the real deal. Pretty tight and pretty new. Well, this one feels really loose. Feels like someone's been playing with it. And of course, the midsection, decently tight. I'd say that's pretty loose. This part of the other midsection is actually quite tight. And the arms are floppy as heck. Yep, just as I thought, this thing does not have tight joints. And if you're expecting tight joints, just don't. Don't expect tight joints on clones. Maybe the Rebel Techs, but not the SH Figure Arts. And which is the whole reason why I try to avoid these, is because I don't want to, fix them up. It takes time. Fixing them up with Pledge Floor Care would be the easiest way to tighten up these joints. Well, let's take a look at the detail. A little bit of a closer look at Spider-Man here. Let's see if we can find any paint defects. Now, I've noticed he's lacking sort of that matte finish that most SH Figure Arts come with. And I can see some defects here in the molding, as you can see. Obviously not a perfect figure. But when it comes to the paint, it's not horrible. Ooh, we have a paint defect here on the leg. As you can see, the red is bleeding into the blue. And my cats are fighting in the background, excuse them. That's one paint defect. And we have a mold defect on the leg. More defects in the mold right there, something you can expect for something for $20. And I think we have more mold defects here on the face. And I think that's about it. I'm not really seeing any paint defects on this guy. And so far, he looks pretty decent, I'd have to say. Despite the loose arm, I think the only major negative, to be honest, that's super obvious is these arms. These are super wobbly. I absolutely hate them, and I'm going to have to fix them up. But so far, he's looking pretty decent. Actually, I take it back. Here in the leg, or the foot, we do have a decently loose, I wouldn't say it's super loose. I'd say it's decently tight. Basically, the arms are the loosest thing on this figure, and that's kind of a problem. I can easily fix those up, though. So no, not really a big deal. Not really a big deal. I'm actually kind of liking this. It's not too bad. Nothing super obvious. Like the Android 18, that had so many defects in it. I don't know, guys. I just did not like that figure, especially when I have the real one. It's just, what's the point, right? Anyway, so now that we got the paint and detail out of the way, of course, you know what time it is. It's time for articulation and scale. So let's compare it to the real one. Or not the real one, but the regular suit one compared to the real one. Let's take a closer look there. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's get that into focus. Not horrible. You can tell that the regular Spider-Man has a really nice matte finish. I really love the finishes on SH Figure Arts. Well, this one kind of just, they skipped that step in when they were probably finishing him up. But scale and everything looks pretty decent, I'd have to say. And obviously, we've got compared to other action figures. We have an SH Figure Arts clone Black Panther. I got this one a while back. If you guys remember, this is one of the very first This Is Not videos, and it starred him. Black Panther. I kept him in my collection for quite some time because I actually enjoy that figure. And he's decently tight, not super loose, not super tight, just right. It's one of the SH Figure Arts clones I actually like. And we have a Netflix Punisher from Marvel Legends. We got Goku Black from Dragon Stars. And of course, the man who turns people into dust. We have, as he knocks down Black Panther, Thanos, Build-A-Figure from Marvel Legends. So you can see he towers over all of them. And last but not least, just because we have a Civil War SH Figure Arts Captain America. So that's not too bad. So you can see he scales decently well. And if you were to add him to the collection, he would fit all your 1/12 scale. Action figures, not bad at all, guys. Actually, quite impressed with this figure. He's, like I said, arms are loose, but can be easily fixed. All right, so let's talk about articulation. We have up and down here at the toe, and up and down here at the ankle, double jointed knee. We have 3 joints here at the leg, or more, I'd say 2 joints at the leg. 2 in the midsection. Let's see if we can do a hip twist. Yes, we can. It's actually quite tight, to my surprise. Yeah, the top part is not. Loose shoulder joints, double jointed elbow, ball jointed wrist, and 2 at the neck. We're going to be around 25 points of articulation. So he articulates well. Nothing's fallen off. I've been playing with him for the last, 7 minutes? And he's pretty decent, I'd have to say. Not bad. If you guys don't mind it, a Spider-Man homemade suit version without that matte finish, then this one might be for you. Now let's look into the accessories. We got the hood. And we got, let's count them off, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 hands. And the peg. And we got, web effects. Now, let's smooth off the head. Should be pretty simple. Or not. Maybe we can't remove the head. Nope, we can't. He doesn't come with other face pieces, so that's not going to happen. And the hood should go on decently well. That's what it looks like. And we need to get those spidey hands on shooting those webs. Oof, I hate it when this happens. Looks like we got problems with the pegs. Let's look closer at that now. This happens a lot, I've noticed, especially when dealing with clones, is that, as you can see right here in the peg piece, we have, it's imperfect because there's extra molding there, or extra plastic there, and that prevents it from coming out smoothly. So you're going to have to work with that, guys, especially since you're paying only a fraction of the cost. So let's plug that back in, if we can. Jeez. It's really tough to plug in because of that extra plastic. And SH Figure Arts are pretty much, They're to spec. They try to make these as accurate as possible. Well, obviously I have the players here to fix that. So that's why having that little bit of plastic is a problem. You're going to have to really push it in order for it to work. So let's get this hand on. Ooh, really tight. And this, oh man, look at this hand, guys. That looks atrociously painted. In fact, the mold is really bad too. Because I've got extra plastic and paint on that hand, that's why it looks weird like that. It just looked weird. Yeah, definitely nothing like the real one, regular suit one. So you have it. I almost forgot, we gotta get one of these web effects on. So again, that extra molding is preventing me from doing it right. And that's why I have these pliers to make sure that it goes in correctly. And it's just not. Oh boy. Yeah, guys, this is really tough. Oh man. Yeah, this is really tough, guys. You're gonna need your pliers, or you're gonna have to sand it down. I don't know. As long as you can get that in there, it is definitely not to spec for the joint there. It's really difficult to add. And if I remember correctly, you're supposed to put it like that, yeah. And then if this goes here for the web effect. Whoops, I think like that. Oh man. Okay, guys. This is just not working. Right off the bat, it's hard to get the web effect on because, like I said, the molding on that hand has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, then it's just not going to fit correctly. You know what, guys? There we go. I got it. It's not the best looking. Let's take a closer look at that. It's just not the best looking. Could be better. It's all right as long as it works, right, guys? So now that we have that done, I think that's really it. I mean, I'm going to show off all the rest of the hands in the showcase. So let's get right down to business. Let's see. So is he worth it? In my opinion, yeah. I'd have to say so for $20. You're getting a figure which lacks the matte finish, but is very functional. And nothing's falling out. Now, I'm not going to say that yours will be the same as mine. Okay, let's get this straight. That clones are a mixed bag, and I just probably haven't gotten lucky again. I don't know if I consider this loose leg and loose arms lucky, but they're very easy to fix, in my opinion. Especially if you have, what's this? Pledge 4 pair. Just put a drop in there, move it around a bit, leave it overnight, and it's tight, just like new. So yeah, I'd have to say he is worth the $20 in my opinion, and I'm kind of glad that I have him in my collection. So there you have it. That is my unboxing for the SH Figure Art Spider-Man homemade suit version from Spider-Man Homecoming. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Do you notice anything different? If you have the real one, let me know down in the comments down below. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah.
You booked a sunny Virgo ski chalet with endless views of snow-covered peaks. A still.
This is not the SH Figure Art Spider-Man Far From Home. What's up, everyone? And thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Rathness, and today we'll be looking at, you know what it is. It's a fake, a clone, a China clone. Something that you thought you could get for the real deal for $20, and you get it and realize it came from China. And this is a bootleg, a KO, a knockoff, whatever you want to call it. This is not the real deal. Some people are confused, saying, whoa, is this the real thing? When I showed it on my community post, and I said, no, this is a fake. 100% fake, not real. Look, there's not even Bandai logos anywhere. SH Figure Arts nowhere. Yes, that's right. This is indeed made in China. That's right. This is the absolute fake. But is it as close to the real deal? I don't know. I don't have the real deal, but I have a whole mess of other Spider-Man action figures we're going to compare it to. And this, we have an SH Figure Arts Spider-Man PS4. We have Defects Spider-Man. We have all kinds of Spider-Mans going on right here. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to see. We're going to open them up. We're going to see how he is in terms of paint, detail, articulation, and scale, and accessories. But if you're looking for 100% real deal, awesome action figures, you know where to go to now. DStarToys.com, reliable source for awesome action figures. Oh, you know he's always there. What's up, Thick Boy 823? Thank you for joining the stream. You know I always got to shout you out, man. Always got to shout you out. If you want to be shouted out too, this is for all you YouTubers. You got to go to my twitch.tv/DStar01. We got giveaways. We got video games. We got all kinds of stuff. Heck, Janelle even has cosplay for her Jill Valentine for Resident Evil 3 remake. Sorry, we couldn't get a Eris cosplay. Maybe we'll get an Eris cosplay for the 5. And now me talking. You know what? Screw this. Let's just open it. Why do I keep talking about useless crap? You're here because you want to see this figure as all the accessories fall out from him. We're going to see how he is, okay? We're going to see, is he a loose mess? Is he garbage? Is he worth the $20 that you spent on AliExpress? I spent the money, so you don't have to, and we're going to see how he is. Let's go right to the front cam right here, and let's zoom in. Let's see. So first things first, I think we all can see this. What is up with this paint smudging right here? It looks like this is the first time I ever went through my custom Spider-Man with that marker, and then I messed it up. And you know what? These guys didn't even bother to clean it up. As you can see right here, there is a severe difference in paint. This is like really lightly coated, and then we have a really shaded chest. It just looks really off-putting. Also, we have a lot of paint mishaps. This is something that happens in most clones. What is going on here? We just got a bunch of speckles and stuff. But for $20, it's not bad. I think the real deal is now going for 100. Someone correct me down in chat. What is up for motion? Thanks for dropping by the stream. If you're on Facebook or on Twitch, welcome, welcome. And also, there's going to be a giveaway at the end of this, so stick around. Okay, anyway, let's keep looking at this figure. Is there anything else truly wrong with it? No, we just got some paint smudges here and there. Let's see, is he a loose, flippity-floppity mess? Yes, he kind of is. He's flippity, he's floppity, he's all over the place. And you're like, well, the other figures do that. No, this is the real deal Spider-Man right there. SH Figure Arts, he's not doing anything like that. Here's the PS4 Spider-Man, he's not doing anything like that. And then here's the fake, he's just flippity-floppity all over the place. But this is something that you can easily fix. I know he doesn't really sell it right now due to the current pandemic that's going on. But when he does, and we'll be trying to make something similar to this, Kiki does work well in fixing these joints, which people do for a figure fix Friday. We've already done it, but might as well do it again. A lot of you have been asking. He's flippity, he's floppity, he has some paint mishaps, but does that make him a bad figure? Let's find out. So let's start playing around with this thing. I know we usually do this after articulation, but I have to be sure if he's in good condition. It looks to be not bad. Yeah. Oh, ooh, what is happening here? Do you see this, Janelle? Are you watching this? What the heck is this? It looks like they super glued it. That's a fingerprint. Yeah, that's a straight up fingerprint. Like someone had super glue on their finger. I know so because this has happened to me before. And they're, oh, glue on my finger. And they stuck it around. What the heck just happened here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a really pasty, yeah, that is texture of super glue. It looks like they were trying to super glue this guy together and they said, screw it, let's just send it to this D-Star guy. Who knows who he is? He might be a YouTuber, I don't know. Anyway, look at this. We also have this. This is improperly connected. That's probably due to improper fitting of the joints. Let's just snap that guy together. Oh no, and he's coming right back. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That's right, Mini Ninjas. This looks like a last minute fix before the sale. They were like, oh no, maybe we should fix it. And then they said, you know, it's too late. We gotta send these out. And that's exactly what happened. So we have smudges, we have paint defects, but he does, I have to say, and you know, you can disagree with me, he does look